evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and it is April. April is, there's National Library Week, happens every year. This year it's the 10th, the week of the 10th.
Okay, I think you're right about that,
Okay.
yes. And it's also spring.
Oh,
Yay!
thank goodness, no more
Almost
snow.
spring.
Well, technically it's
Technically
spring.
it is spring. It doesn't,
just doesn't
feel
feel
like
like
spring.
it.
Soon enough, hopefully.
So we have a lot going on for adults this month. First we have, it's called, I always get caught up on this, Hygge, Extraordinary Moments, on Tuesday, April 5th at 7 p.m. This is presented by Eva Robinson of the Royal Danish Council of Pittsburgh. So you can experience Hygge, which is the Danish cultural phenomenon of a mood of coziness and comfortable friendliness with feelings of wellness. This everyday psychological experience of togetherness and contentment is waiting for you at the library. We do ask that you register. And then during National Library Week, Rob is hosting some events for you. We have Universal Class in the Testing and Education Reference Center on Tuesday, April 10th at 10 a.m. So this class will cover how to access over 500 free online non-credit classes through Universal Class, how to practice a variety of entrance and admissions exams through the Testing and Education Reference Center. So if you want to practice the SAT, the PSAT, the Praxis, GRE, MCAT, the law school, I can't remember what that one's called, but they're all there for you to enjoy and free with your library card. Well, I don't know if you enjoy, but
Well,
to utilize. And then there's some other resources in the Testing and Education Reference Center where you can create a resume and like how to interview, how to tie a tie, which was a session at our...
Oh, that's right. I totally missed. So you promised you would teach me how
I'll
to tie
teach
a
you
tie.
how to tie a tie.
But great. I mean, those are all useful, very helpful.
Yes, they're very useful.
Resources.
Yeah. And if you want to come in that week too, if you haven't been to the library for quite some time, Rob will give you a personal tour and talk about all of our resources. So
great.
We have Wise Walk starting again. So the kickoff meeting will be Thursday, April 12th at 10 a.m. The Wise Walk is a 10-week walking program, I guess we would call it, geared toward those that are 50 and older. So the kickoff meeting, like I said, is April 12th at 10. And then for 10 weeks after that, you will meet at South Park at the Children's Playground, right where Corrigan and I guess that's Brownsville Road.
I think so, yep.
Meet at 9:30 for the actual walk. But the kickoff meeting is here at the library at 10 o'clock. And then we have an author coming in, Christopher D. George, Day by Day with 123rd Pennsylvania Volunteers, Thursday, April 19th at 7 p.m. So Mr. George is a former Bethel Park resident. He will be here to share how he discovered the unique story of the 123rd Pennsylvania Volunteers while he was checking into the genealogy of his own family. It's a Civil War regiment. They were comprised mostly of young men from Allegheny County, and they were led into battle by a Presbyterian minister during some of the darkest days of the North's fight. Mr. George will bring the story of these Christian soldiers to life by sharing their journals as well as the extensive coverage that they received in the local Pittsburgh newspapers during that time. So that interests me. I love history.
Me too.
So all those things really interest me. We have a seminar on foot and ankle pain on Wednesday, April 25th at 2 p.m. This is presented by Martine Marino, who is a physical therapist. The lecture will include the anatomy of the foot, common causes of foot pain, and some exercises that can help strengthen and stretch your foot. I know a few people that have that plantar fasciitis.
As do I, yes.
It's supposed to be incredibly painful. So maybe they can...
She's going to speak about that as well?
Yeah, about foot. Yeah, she's doing, I think she has done neck and back pain. She has done some, I think, balance, how to...
It always fascinates me. I sprained my ankle. You probably remember this story way back. It's been over a year. And if I it doesn't bother me on a daily basis, but if I exercise, sometimes it'll act up again.
Yeah.
But it's funny, when I went to a gym not too long ago, I guess who would he be, a personal trainer, I guess,
yeah.
or my sister, who's a PT, can see that I'm even like, I'm not standing on it yet properly. Or if the way I'm doing, when I'm doing exercises, when I squat, they'll notice that it's different. Now I can't, but it just fascinates me. I mean, that's what they're trained to do, right?
Tell
but
your sister to give you some strengthening exercises.
She comes in next week. She's going to help me out with my back too.
There you go.
But that sounds like a great program.
Yeah, she's well received. People like her. So if you get a chance, you know, if you're not into foot and ankle pain, you know, there'll be others. Neck and back, knee pain.
Whatever your ailment is.
We have a seminar for you. And then we have another great history program on the Homestead Steel Strike on Thursday, April 26th at 2 p.m. This is presented by the Frick Art and Historical Center. So the Homestead Steel Strike of 1892 changed the face of labor for decades. Come and examine the events and the players in this drama of American industrial history. They'll talk about Henry Clay Frick, Andrew Carnegie, and the union labors of the Carnegie Steel Company. So that's just a sampling of what's going on. Hope you come to some of those. But right now, take a look at some of the DVDs that are coming out and available for you in April.
Idea. Look out, 'cause here I come. I'm putting together a show. It's a place where people can see things they've never seen before. Okay. I'm not scared. But tell me, do you want to go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true. It's taking over you. This is the greatest show. No one ever made a difference by being like everyone else.
Let's do our jobs. Find those pages.
You're talking about exposing years of government secrets.
Is that legal?
What is it you think we do here for a living, kid?
If you publish, we'll be at the Supreme Court next week.
Meaning?
Well, we could all go to prison.
Nixon will muster the full power of the presidency, and if there's a way to destroy you, by God, he'll find it.
I'm asking your advice, Bob, not your permission.
But you can't do this. The legacy of the company is at stake.
What will happen if we don't publish? We will lose. The country will lose. What are you going to do, Mrs. Graham?
I've been looking for you for a very long time. You look beautiful. Very beautiful. I have things I want to do. Things I simply cannot do without you.
Reynolds has made my dreams come true, and I have given him what he desires most in return. Every piece of me.
Her arrival has cast a very long shadow.
She's barely looked at you this evening, has she?
May I warn you of something? My brother can feel cursed, that love is doomed for him.
I don't like the fabric.
Maybe one day you'll change your taste.
Maybe I like my own taste.
Just enough to get you into trouble.
Perhaps I'm looking for trouble.
Stop! There is an air of quiet death in this house.
You're not cursed, you're loved by me. Stop playing this game.
What game? What precisely is the nature of my game?
All your rules and your clothes and all this money and everything is a game.
This was an ambush.
Stop.
Are you sent here to ruin my evening and possibly my entire life?
Stop it!
Mr. Gruber,
Come in.
I'd like to get my Aunt Lucy a birthday present.
How about these rolling shoes?
Please, Mr. Gruber, be serious. What's this?
This popping book is the only one of its kind, and they want a lot of money for it.
I'm going to get a job and buy that book. Hello? Window cleaner? Ow. Stop! Thief! Cheerio. Where did he go?
Hold it right there.
Oh, but I'm not the thief.
We're rich again.
Paddington is innocent. I'm going to prove it. He's a master of disguise.
What? This is breaking and entering.
We haven't broken anything.
Where do you think you're going, Bear? Paddington looks for the good in all of us, and somehow he finds it.
If we're kind and polite, the world will be right.
Oh, dear.
So come on in and check out one of those DVDs or the many other thousands that we have available for you, from classics to current titles. I want to see The Greatest Showman.
So do I. I'm dying to see it.
I know.
Sarah and upstairs in Children's and her daughter Macy went and they loved it.
I wanted to see it when it was in the theater, but I couldn't quite convince Bill to go.
Really?
But
He probably would have liked it.
He probably would have, and he's pretty open to it. But if
Yeah.
it's going to the movie or going to see a live band, he wants to go see a band. So
I understand.
I'm always amazed that Hugh Jackman sings and sings
Right?
well.
I know.
I picture him as the what's the superhero that he plays? The Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine. And it's just so funny to see him, and he sings
In this kind
well.
of role, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And Paddington 2 I kind of want to see as well.
Okay, here's my deal. I love the Paddington books.
So do I.
I
Grew up
feel
on them.
like they make Paddington in the movie.
Did you see the first Paddington?
Yes. A little too. He's still kind. I don't know. There's something about it that makes him not so warm and cozy to me.
Really?
Yes, I was a little
Interesting.
disappointed because I love the books.
Well, as I always say, rarely are the movies ever better than the books, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And then just a couple of fundraisers I want to tell you about. First of all is Yinzers for BP Library,
Yay.
which will take place at the library on Friday, April 27th from 7 to 10 p.m. It's a night of Pittsburgh food and fun and music. So we have a lot of things going on. It's going to be a great time.
You can do the Pittsburgh polka?
We will
if that
do the
music
Pittsburgh
play, I think we
polka.
should.
Yeah.
Clear a little area so we can.
Yes, we will. Maybe I need an instructor to come in.
Oh, we can figure it out.
I used to polka, but it was always my grandma.
Did you?
And my mom. Well,
I said that kind of jokingly.
I'm Polish.
Yeah, I guess
My
you are. I
mom's
mean, I love to
maiden
dance.
name is
but
Bajkowski, so my grandma and my mother used to I swear I left the floor. Like they would pick me up and not when I was a teenager, not when I was little.
Really?
Yeah, it was like being on the whip at Kennywood, when they would spin you around the corner. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Gosh, that sounds like so much fun. So you can be the teacher. You got to learn that and then teach us.
Yeah, I'd have to.
This is great. Now I'm like really excited
Oh, it's
about
going to
this.
be fun. It's going to be fun. So we hope you come to that. And then on Sunday, April 29th at the Community Center at 2 o'clock is Designer Bag Bingo, which is an event that we host annually, we being BPTV staff and producers, to benefit the Bethel Park Volunteer Scholarship Fund. So it's 25
great purses that I got.
really
to
great
peek
bags.
at
Yeah,
this morning.
they're in my
Wow.
office. I get
Very
to look
nice.
at them. Hey, look at me, look at me. I'm the color of the season. You and me together, we would be awesome. We would kill it at the club. You can get me at the Designer Bag Bingo. So each of those fundraisers is $25. Tickets are available for either one at EV True Value Hardware or at the library. So we hope to see you there. And that is what's going on in the Adult Services Department.
Do you want to know what's going on in the children's department?
Well, I don't know. I could talk some more.
You know, April, we said it was spring. We said it was National Library Month, right?
Yes.
And also, there's a week in April that's National Volunteer Month. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of our faithful volunteers for all of your time and your generosity and all that you bring to the library. We really do appreciate your support. We are going to have a little celebration for our teen volunteers on April 9th to thank them. But I also wanted to mention that if you're a teen out there or an adult who's interested in volunteering at the library, stop in and see us. It's never too late. We have those 4 ongoing committees now that you can join at any time. So we have our tech committee if you're into technology and 3D printing. They do a lot with our 3D printer. We have a children's programming committee where you can help me think of and implement different programs for kids birth through teens. We have our organizational committee that Jackie heads up, and then we have a book review committee. So if you love to read and you want to recommend books to others, or you want to give it a go at creating a book trailer that we then air on our YouTube channel, then maybe that committee is right for you. But we have 4 different committees that we would love for you to join.
What is the organization?
Organizational, I didn't really mention because they do such a variety of things. You know, if we have flyers to be run off, they're running our flyers. If we have, you know, shelf reading that needs to be done, they might help with that. Cleaning and dusting and keeping our play space organized for sure. Cleaning out the craft closet seasonally, which always needs done. And then they do a lot of preparation for our pop-up library. So as I withdraw books, they will clean them off and put that sticker inside and get it ready for pop-up. So
wonderful.
Yeah. So that's that. Shout out to all of our volunteers. Now, can I give you something to kind of show off to our viewers at home? Go ahead and stick your face in there. Ta-da! Isn't that great? So everyone knows Mona Lisa, right? What a well-known masterpiece she is.
I don't think I can master the half smile, though.
Try it. Not bad. Not bad. But we brought this on today's show because we want to promote our upcoming art gala. Perhaps your masterpiece can be displayed here at the library. That's what our hope is. It is open to young artists of all ages and abilities, from babies all the way up to teens. We want your artwork. I did bring a couple samples on. A little 3-year-old made this after attending Miss Dawn's Picasso Face program. Look at this.
I know. I really enjoyed looking at those.
Such a creative piece. And he circled yes on the back of his artist tag. We will give you an artist tag anytime you submit artwork, and you can tell us whether or not you want it to be for sale. If you want it back, get it back. We certainly understand. If you do sell it, we appreciate it because proceeds will come to the library, and that allows us to offer these types of programming or purchase new books or items that we might need for the children's department. So
yeah, that craft closet, going back to that craft closet, you always need stuff for the craft closet. So.
Yeah, so that's where the money kind of goes. But love this Picasso face piece. And then one of our teens, she's a returning artist. She submitted the last 2 years. Her name is Tatum, is a beautiful sketch artist, and I loved this one. You'll appreciate this. It's a dog.
Doggy.
Isn't that beautiful?
I love it.
And then I love this one as well. Diana Monkey, she called it.
A monkey?
I love monkeys. Yeah, check that out.
Aww.
So I think she's really talented. She chose not to sell these pieces. That's fine, but they're going to be on display. She has 2 more, so you'll have to come check them out at our art gala on Friday, May 11th. You know, I'm talking about it on the April show. It's not until May, but I just want to let our viewers know that we're accepting art now. You can bring it in anytime. We'll keep it safe. We'll put that artist tag on the back, and we'll keep it until the art gala. And then you're able to pick up your pieces that week after the art gala. So artists will get a free ticket to the event, and then family and friends can purchase a ticket for $5 or $10 at the door. So that's that. All of our regular story times are going for 4 more weeks. They will continue throughout the month of April. We're also offering an adapted story time Mondays in April at 9:30 a.m. And the kids who will benefit most from this story time are the ones who might have sensory or auditory issues. So if you have a young child who doesn't like when it's real noisy or gets overwhelmed by the larger crowds, this story time would fit him or her because we have limited registration. The groups will be much smaller, and there'll be sensory and auditory activities. It's an inclusive class, books and songs, much of what we do in our traditional story times with just a little bit of adjustment. So again, Mondays in April at 9:30. For our elementary age kids, I wanted to mention, Crazy About Cleary. Everybody loves Ramona Cleary, right? Yes. Do you remember reading her books growing up?
Beverly Cleary, yes.
Did you have a favorite? Ramona and Beezus or Ramona the...
No, did she do who did the Mouse and the Motorcycle?
Beverly Cleary.
That's my favorite, Beverly Cleary.
This is perfect because that was a great segue. Our Crazy About Cleary is asking you to compare 2 books, Ramona Quimby, age 8, and The Mouse and the Motorcycle. Maybe you love them both, but if you had to vote, which one would you pick? And then we're going to have voting take place upstairs in our department, and then whichever one has the most votes will be the movie that we show on Saturday, April 21st at 2 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Mouse and the Motorcycle. I've never seen. They have a movie?
They do have a movie.
Oh wow!
Yes,
did not
and
know
we'll be
that.
showing it on the 21st.
Okay.
Okay, and then for our tweens and teens, not until May, but it's early in May, so I'm going to mention it. Cinco de Mayo Mayhem, Murder at Isadora's Fiesta. We've done murder mysteries before. I know you've taken part. They are a lot of fun.
They are a ton of fun. We very much
So
enjoy
we're making
it.
this a murder mystery lunch, so we will serve you lunch. And yeah, gather up your friends and come on out. This is where you play the parts. So it's been done before where staff play the roles. You would actually play the part. Once you register, we'll assign you a part. We'll do an email reminder and I'll let you know. So if you want to dress in character, you can do that. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's on Cinco de Mayo. So it's Saturday, May 5th at 1 p.m. That's about it for the children's department.
Fabulous. You got
for now.
Any good book trailers you want to share?
We sure do. Stay tuned for this one. One of our Children's Choice Award selections, which, by the way, anybody in 3rd through 6th grade, you can still certainly register for that. We're asking you to read as many of the 8 books as you possibly can. Even if you only read 2 and you can compare those 2 and vote for your favorite, you'll be invited to the red carpet event, which is on Thursday, May 3rd. So that's just another one of the CCA selections. 8 great titles. For really kids of all ages, you know, even if you're not in 3rd and you can't participate, or if you're in like 7th or 8th grade, these are still great books to read.
Yes,
it's just
I've read a lot of them. Not this year,
yeah,
but
you
in
loved
years
Emerald
past.
Atlas.
Emerald Atlas, my favorite.
That might be your all-time favorite.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
time to wrap up, I guess.
Indeed.
Thank you so much for watching, as always. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of the things that we discussed on today's show, you know what to do. You can go ahead and give us a call.
Visit our website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. Thanks, everybody. Happy spring, and we'll see you next month. Hey, look at me. I'm a classic. You can wear me anywhere, but first you have to win me at the Designer Bag Bingo.
Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
You are already at 10. Imagine the possibilities with me at your side.
My honor, I would do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, morally straight.
I've shown an interest in making home movies. Me and some buddies would just grab a camera and you just start making these videos, and then you realize at some point that this isn't just a hobby anymore, it's something that you actually want to pursue, and there's this great facility right down the road, BPTV. A lot of people will try to do these productions on their own, and one of the things they don't have is the equipment, you know, but right here is everything that you need is in one nice little bundle. There's lights, cameras, reflectors, dollies, all kinds of little knickknacks. Like anything that you'd want to use that you would need for a production, you have it right here. Like it's all right here. You can make your own feature movie just with the stuff from this studio. Come meet Dave Cable, let him show you around, and I think you'll realize that this is something that you could fall into regardless of your level of expertise, whether you're a beginner or even if you're a more advanced learner. There's something here for everyone, and I feel that you just need to come through and just be a part of the experience and just watch and learn, and you know, let Dave be your guide.